You guys are back again, huh? Got my eye on you. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. Dun dun dun. The house is coming apart. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Birdos. My poor kitchen. Normally you're so clean. So, kind of a cute story. Chips and I are in different parts of the apartment right now, like packing things and sorting things and putting things away. And every now and then we'll call out to each other to be like, hey, is it okay if we like donate this? Hey, are we keeping this? And every now and then, like, you can't understand what the other person said. So you'll just hear like, ah, da, 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 from the other side of the apartment. And it's really funny because I've noticed that we both just sort of make affirmative noises because it's like, we know each other well enough and we kind of trust each other well enough that neither of us are that worried about like anything that might be donated that we may not want. You can just sort of assume from the other person's tone of voice like everything's fine. I just thought that was really sweet how like we can't really understand each other's words right now, half the time at least. But it's just so nice to hear his voice on the other side of the apartment and just know that we're working together on preparing for a big adventure and a big journey together. And every time we see each other, instead of being super stressed the way moves make a lot of people, it's just like hugs and like a little kiss for luck, and then you get back to work. And it's just so amazing to feel like you have your partner there and they've got your back, and it's the best feeling in the world. It really is. It's my own little cardboard tunnel. I've got to put my office chair back into. Gotta fold it up. But right now, it's really fun. It's like my own little tunnel right now. That's really cool. I don't think this is how packing works. I don't think I'm supposed to get in the boxes too. Oh, this is so cool. It's been a long time since I've had a box big enough to play in. This is really fun. I'm tempted to keep it for a little bit after we move again. Alright, looking better. Looking better and better. Just a couple more things. This is pretty much everything in the house other than the bird cages that are outside and my desk. And this bird cage is going to go in the car, and the desk we're donating, and there's their travel cage, and then we're going to try to rescue as many of my plants as possible. But it's just about everything that we're taking other than the bed and our two little dressers right here. And I think we'll be able to fit it all into the pods. I really hope so. And then this is my temporary recording space. That's where Chip sits. And this is where I'm sitting, and we're sharing a fold-out table in the now nearly empty office. This was his office space, and this is going to be where I will be recording all of our videos for the next week or so. So if there's a little bit of a odd echo in the room, that's because this is like an empty room other than just our desk, like our fold-out table desk and our two things. We'll have to see whether or not Chips is going to be okay with me recording 24/7, basically, to try to make up for everything I have missed out on. But this is it. This is kind of going to be the centerpiece to our little home for the next week before we leave for Michigan. Day 2 of packing and getting ready to go. And I think we're just about done. There's quite a bit of stuff, but we have 2 pods, and I'm beginning to think we might even have enough room for the patio furniture now. So that's kind of exciting because the pods are like 8 feet high, and I don't think they're like terribly big. When we measured it out, it's kind of like from this wall right here a little bit into the main entryway, and then it's about maybe like where I'm standing in length. So it's hard to tell. You can't tell at all perspective on the camera, but I'm thinking we may have enough room, hopefully, to bring the patio set. If not, that's okay, because we do have this gigantic honking desk that isn't even included in our little like estimate space right now, and there are still a ton of books from Darling's office. But yeah, we're just about there. The movers will be coming in about 3 hours, so that's going to be happening, and then we have 2 hours, and as long as they can get everything moved from up here into the 2 pods in 2 hours, then we should be good to go. And we tried to make everything really organized. We already actually have like the desk back here detaches, the top of it. It looks so tiny from over here. This is my awesome desk. You guys have seen me. This is where I've created so much of our community stuff right here. But this desk actually detaches. The top comes off. We've already unscrewed that. We've already collapsed the sofa. We've collapsed the table. We've emptied all the bookshelves. The shelves are out of the bookshelves. Pretty much everything is ready to go. I just have to empty out the gecko tank by moving the geckos into their temporary tank and then bringing the gecko tank out here and then crossing our fingers that the movers know how to like get an Exoterra tank moved across the country without it shattering. If it does, then I really am going to be coming up with some new ideas for how to build the geckos some new tanks. But yeah, it's feeling good because we're getting there. And it's just exciting and an adventure and a ton of work. But I was really happy because Gyps and I didn't get short with each other. We didn't lose each other, like our temper at one another. And that's when you know, when you're doing something as stressful as a move, which I remember when we were taking my sociology course, the sociology book talked about like some of the most stressful things that could happen in your life. And it's like chronic illness or like sudden medical illness. It's something like financial ruin, losing your job, getting divorced, moving. And moving is considered apparently one of the most psychologically stressful things you can do. So I think we've handled it really, really well. And also, you see this? Look at all this greenery. This is what I want my office to look like. Like this. You're getting a sneak peek right here at my future office. Because this is what I want. All of this greenery, all of these plants. Hopefully we'll be able to move one or two of the big guys in the pods. Because if the big guys can't go in the pods, they're not coming with us. And that would kind of suck. But then after we get settled, look at all the green stuff behind me. This is my house, you guys. These are almost all of my house plants brought into one spot. But after we're settled, Chips has already been talking about how we can go on a really fun date to the nursery and we can go buy more plants so I can recover from, like, if I have to lose any of my plants. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to see if I can clear off the deck and maybe empty out one more planter to make sure it can go in the pods and check with Chips, and then I think it's just waiting for the movers to arrive. So we're getting there. I saw your furry little tail. Oh, I see you. What? What are you doing? What are you doing? You think I don't see you? I'm standing like just a couple feet away from you right now. Do you think you're hidden? You're kind of ridiculously adorable. You're like a long guinea pig. Okay, you're gonna make a jump for it? Look at your long little toes. Oh, you're seriously... Wow. You don't care, do you? You don't care. There's the human lady right here, and you could care less, huh? You're adorable. You're adorable, and I've got stuff to do, so I'm probably gonna spook you off the deck without meaning to. Is this... Oh, there it goes. Alright, brave little plants. I'm so proud of you guys. You've really toughed it out, little zinnias. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually empty this pot so it can go with us in the pods. And I'm going to cut all of my zinnias that are still living. And I'm going to put them inside so we can look at them in a little vase. And then I'm going to like remove whatever the mystery plant is here. The basil looks terrible, but actually watering it and it springs right back to life. And then this guy, he actually doesn't seem to care if he's not watered. And I was told he hates being overwatered. So I'll take care of this guy, and then they're gonna go in the car with us, these two. And then this is gonna go in the pod, so let's bring the pretty flowers inside to admire. Oh, I love this. You know, we may not do like a vegetable garden when we get to Ann Arbor because I won't be able to be there year round to take care of things at like the height of vegetable time. But I think we're definitely going to do like a cut flower garden because this is just so beautiful. There's some morel mushrooms. Oh my gosh, they're so expensive. I wonder if they taste any good. I've never had one before. But Chip says we should be able to find some in the forest around Michigan. Everything is so pretty. Look at that fruit tart. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Oh, it looks so good. There's even little cheesecake bites. And none of it's vegan. Oh, and look at the cool little, like... I don't know if that helps or makes it work. The carrot cupcake right there. That's cool. And a little pig. Oh, it's a little birthday party. And then the really fancy vegan cupcakes. Yes, we can eat these ones. They look so good. Oh no, it's a vegan apple pie. Oh, that would be so good. I love apple pie the best. Hi, Nora. You're so pretty. Yeah. Strawberry Fields vegan cupcake. It's like the size of my head. It's so big. I want to see your vanilla cupcake. And we'll share. So guess whose house is still full of boxes? Day 2? So yeah, all of our boxes are still here. It's kind of a funny story. Yeah, as you can see, all of the stuff is still stuffing in our house. And actually, I think there's more boxes. All of Chips's books for his office are over there. I really don't feel like it's that much stuff. Chips was really like, oh my gosh, it's so much stuff. What are we gonna do? And I guess my desk makes it a lot of stuff actually. And the birdos, hi birdos. None of this is moving in the moving pods though. So here's how it works. We have rented 2 moving pods from U-Haul. I'm not sure if we're gonna need all the space for both of them actually now that we're looking at everything. We might. Those pods are apparently good for like 1.5 rooms, so probably we'll use both like pods to the max, and I'm just overestimating how many plants I might be able to casually try to slip into them. But we rented 2 U-Haul moving pods. Pods are kind of a new concept to me. It used to be you had to have like a moving truck, and that was kind of like annoying. But we didn't want to drive ourselves because we would have had to do both of us driving 10 hours to Michigan. And so we rented these moving pods. And the moving pods, you can hire movers, local movers who work with U-Haul to come and pack your stuff into the pod for you. They'll pick the pods up from U-Haul, bring them to you, pack all of your things, take the pods back to U-Haul. U-Haul will then transport all of your stuff from their location here in North Carolina to their location up in Michigan. And then another local moving company who works through U-Haul will go and pick the pods up from that U-Haul and take it to your new house and unload it for you. Super awesome. Definitely worth it when Chips and I both have a ton of books. Oh my gosh, and we're on the 3rd story of this apartment complex. So moving in was a miserable experience. We intended to make moving out and moving into our new house, which has both a 2nd story and a basement where I want a lot of my stuff stored, like all of my extra bird cages, all this stuff I want in the basement. And it's just nice to be like, oh, somebody else gets to take that for us. Yay! But the result is we're working with 3 different companies then, and sometimes there's hiccups. And there was definitely a hiccup yesterday where the moving company here in North Carolina went to pick up the pods from U-Haul so that they could come and get all of our stuff and fill it up. Yeah, U-Haul closes at 1 on Sundays, so they kind of weren't able to get the pods. So it was really silly because they call us around 2 when they were supposed to be here, and they're like, Mr. Chips, Mr. Chips, there seems to be a situation. And I could tell from how much the guy on the phone was using Chips's last name and being like, Mr. Chips, Mr. Chips, Mr. Chips, Mr. Chips, that something was not going to work. And so I figured right then, like, oh, we're not moving today. Thankfully, Chips and I both have very flexible schedules right now, at least before he starts going back to school, and with my schedule being like working from home on YouTube, that brought so much calmness into our life. So even though we weren't able to get the boxes moved yesterday, we were both like, okay, that's fine. So our boxes are still here, and that means the movers will be showing up later today, and that'll be interesting. But I mean, I really liked it, you guys, because Chips and I didn't get upset at all. We were just like, okay, as long as it still works, like, you guys were paid to come, so I hope you'll still come, because, you know, we kind of paid you good money to come do this, please. So as long as that still works, we didn't get upset at all. It was just kind of like, well, okay, I guess we waited for nothing, but at least everything's packed and organized. We tried to organize everything so, like, the furniture is towards the front, so the big stuff can go in the pods first, and all of, like, the smaller, more fragile stuff goes in last. And yeah, I thought that was really cool. We weren't upset at all. It was just kind of like, okay, like unexpected, but nothing to get upset over. The whole point, nothing critical is done. Our pods don't leave North Carolina until Thursday, so as long as they get there before then they're still getting to Michigan. And if it's not our fault that they don't get there before then I'm pretty sure the U-Haul company will have to make amends. And like, they've always, all the time, I've moved so much with my aunt that I've gotten pretty familiar with U-Haul policies, and they're usually pretty darn amazing. As long as you show up on your end on time and you bring back their truck on time, because other people really rely on it being timely, I've always had excellent experience with them, so I think it'll be fine. And my little birdos are so cute. So yeah, that's day 2, and I just kind of wanted to mention that, and I'll talk more about it in a little bit of a vlog later. I might do this like the end cap vlog to all of the experience of moving up till now. But I just think it's really cool to stay calm and to stay focused on the bigger picture and to not sweat the small stuff. I know everybody always says that, but it really makes your quality of life different if you can just be more flexible and go, the end goal is still happening. So what Chips and I do when we found out that we weren't going to be packing all of our stuff today, we put the mattress back down, took a nap, and then we went and we got vegan cupcakes. So really, you can get upset about things, or you can just like roll with it. And that's kind of what I'm really proud of today, that the moving can strain a relationship so much, and we've just had each other's backs the whole time, and it's really awesome. So I'm going to make this actually like the end cap to all of the moving stuff up till now, and then expect another video tomorrow for more updates about like the moves and the fact that I am so loving this wall of greenery. This is going to be what my office is going to look like. I'm going to make this happen. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. And just all the other little stuff we get up to later this week. We should be going to see lemurs at Duke Lemur Research Center too. So yeah, I will start off with a fresh vlog now so that we'll get tomorrow going really, really cool, and I can show you guys what's happening with all the details of the move, and hopefully we'll be able to go on some little adventures around here before we move out of North Carolina, but Chips and I are getting really excited. Michigan's coming, and we'll have a whole month before his classes start to try to go on like little adventures around Michigan too. So I'm looking forward to it. Alright guys, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I hope you're looking forward to the moving adventures, mishaps, and I guess silver linings? I don't know. I don't know what you would call it. I guess just the moving adventures and learning to bounce back no matter what gets thrown at you. So we'll see what else happens. And the squirrels are on the deck again, but there's no more birdseed. Poor squirrels.